Hey guys, part three of our fake Dwayne The Rock Johnson Google chat. Again, I apologize for the wind. There's a storm here happening at the moment. So we left off with me asking for a story about his wrestling days. I said, please tell me, I'm sitting comfortably. I'm fascinated. I've been a fan of wrestling for decades. So he went away for quite a while because he had to do some Googling. Well, our fake Dwayne The Rock Johnson said, there's so many memorable moments. Do you know Brian Gewirtz? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. He was one of the greatest WWE writers of all time. We always had such great chemistry during our time together in wrestling. At this point in my career, I had a feud with Triple H, and I was always mocking his voice backstage, which Gewirtz always knew about it. So we got into a meeting with Vince McMahon, and he wanted to hear it. So I had to throw Gewirtz under the bus and made him do the funny voice with all of the DX in the room. It was very funny backstage story. So Google basically informed him this one. And moving on with, what about your parents? Around this story, I said, he works for you now, doesn't he? Or at least he did back about 7 years ago, if I recall. I said, I'm a huge Triple H fan. His entrance song is my ringtone. Yes, he said, he does work for me now. He's the SVP in $7. We always had this great chemistry together. He has a good personality, because that's how we describe our colleagues and work friends. I said, I'm not familiar with the writers except Russo. And around Triple H, oh really, laughing emoji. Well, Triple H was very big in his wrestling days. I think I did admire his hard work on stage and backstage. I said, and Eric, of course. I said, he's still massive around Triple H. I said, and number one talent acquisition. Yes, that's right. Be right back. I have answered some calls, he nonsensically tells me like I care. Hello, Julia, he said a few hours later. Are you still up? And I was just done for the day. So this morning, I said, sorry, I was up but had the phone on silent, so I only just saw you'd come back. That's okay, he said. How are you doing? I said, I've just finished work, early Friday, LOL. That's nice. How was work? I said, good, busy but good. That's nice. I'm currently on set and it's been a productive day so far, he said. So you're on your way home? I said, I didn't think the strike was over yet, ... because talks have broken down and no actors are working currently in Los Angeles. I said, yes, I'm home. I just walked in. And just to prove it, I showed him an article from only 7 hours ago saying that they're not back on work. No, the strike isn't over, but it got nothing to do with me. I have my own production company, said our idiot. Absolute idiot. I said, you can't be working. It's not good. Drew got cancelled for working. You'll be crucified. I'm going to Google it now and you, because honestly, I was getting sick of this guy, right? And I needed to call him out. I think you're getting everything wrongly. I won't be crucified for anything, said our scammer. I said, you already did for Maui and you'll get done for this. Everyone is under the union, the guild. If your workers aren't, that's illegal. Now, I just want to point out, I don't know if it is. I don't know American law. In Australia, it's not illegal. Sorry about the cat screaming outside the room. Well, don't believe everything you see in the internet, he said. I said, dear Lord, that's the dumbest thing you could have said. It's not the internet, it's the truth. Fact, reported by news and other actors and the law. I can't believe you're arguing with me on this, or rather telling me what's truth or not, said our fake Dwayne Johnson. You sound so funny, but I do understand where you're coming from. You're just programmed like the rest of the world, said our scammer who had no idea what he was talking about. I said, and you're an idiot. Goodbye. I don't think you're him. I've had my doubts for a while now. Now I'm sure. I think you'd best call me. Nothing you say makes any sense. An idiot, he said. I said, you sound like someone who thinks they know what the Western world is like, but don't really know. Also, have no idea how famous people are like or what life is like in America. You can get all offended like a child, or you can call and prove me wrong, but you won't, and playing a video won't work with me. What's your problem? You always try talking ahead of yourself without even thinking first. You don't have the right to tell me what to do or how to prove myself to you. I don't even owe you an explanation. If you're going to act like a child, then be my guest. You weren't there when I made donations to the SAG-AFTRA a few months back. You also weren't there when my company got suspended working with Universal Studios Group, said the man who was just saying that he was working hard because it had nothing to do with his company. I said, and I'll spare you the obvious gaslighting that you're about to do. Blah, blah, no trust, blah, blah, why would I lie, blah, blah. I said, your English may be marginally better than your usual guys, but you slipped up a few times. You want to come here and act like you know it all when you have no ideas what's going on. Calling me names. I said, LOL, sure, sure. How disrespectful of you, said our triggered scammer. I said, tell me. Yes, yes, you're offended because you're the rock, LOL. I don't need you to trust me. I don't have to prove anything to you. I said, no, you don't. I'm not a client who will remit, ever. What are you talking about? Remit, LOL. As if remit wasn't a basic English word, right? I said, the real rock would have called. You must be a joke if you think I'm going to ask you for anything. I said, but you won't, talking about calling. I said, you'll tell me some story about your management, which is rubbish, total rubbish, if you are American or even Western. Actually, as a celebrity, I'm not allowed to disclose my identity unofficially online to anyone, so I don't want anyone to know about my private affairs for security purposes. This is why I'm asking you to keep our conversation a secret in the first place, dummy. Said a completely triggered scammer. I said, but you're not. Right? Around calling and all this. I said, bullshit. I said, you think that's how this is, but it isn't. Well, Julia, be my guest, he says, completely nonsensically. I said, it's a well-used excuse by scammers. Think we haven't heard it all? I can tell you've been frustrated somewhere else or probably had a long day at work. LOL, I said, blah, blah, blah. You won't bring all your bullshit on me. I was hoping he was going to ring, right? I literally had this recording and paused, ready for him to ring, but I just couldn't get him to do it. I said, gaslighting, laughing emoji, scammer triggered, goodbye. Okay, he said. I went, Omo. I said, what a shame you don't have the guts to call, but never mind. Enjoy and make better choices. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. You clearly don't know how it works, he said, and thumbed up his own comment. I said, triggered. I said, just learn something, dude. It does not work that way. I can't be triggered by stupidity. Opportunities comes by ones in life. You're trying so hard to be relevant. Whatever that meant. I said, love it. Keep going. I won't be here. Exchange words with you. I said, no remittance for you. Take care and grow up. I actually thought you were matured, said our obviously 22-year-old scammer. I said, such a waste of time for you, LMAO. And around no remittance, I never asked you for anything. What's your problem? Said our scammer who was trying to set me up for at least 3 different scams. I said, paying for your internet by the minute. And around never asking me for anything, I went, semantics. And you know that. Because, I'm sorry guys, he may not have gotten around to asking me for money, but a scammer is a scammer is a scammer. He eventually was going to get to it. I can see why you never got married. Which I sent lots of laughing emojis, idiot. You've to change your behaviour and grow up a bit. Sorry. I said, it's a bit sad, really. You had potential. Try to act mature sometimes. It might help. I said, your English is better than some scammers, but not enough. I have reputations, he said. And I said, try not to impersonate celebs. I said, bad English again, and you have no reputation except in West Africa. Whatever! I said, scammer triggered. You're just confused. It's so sad. I went, nope. Take care of yourself, Julia. I said, prove me wrong. I dare you, coward. I was so hoping he was going to ring. Who are you? He said. I sent laughing emojis. That's the question you should be asking yourself. I would have, but you ain't worthy of my time. I said, no, you wouldn't have. You're so triggered by the things of the world. I said, because you're a liar and a thief, a scammer. You've probably been scammed or something. I said, from Africa, I continued. Because I don't get the hate, said our scammer. I said, no, because you guys are easy to bait. You are so easy. I said, you're too full of yourself, too cocky, and you'll answer to your God. Thanks, he said. I said, you're welcome. And he sent a smiley emoji. I said, good luck with the next one. You just can't stop, whatever you say. I said, I'm waiting for you to go away. I've got other scammers to bait. My YouTube channel thanks you. Such a loner. You're welcome, he said. And I just sent laughing emojis. I said, keep going, more views. And then he blocked me. Oh, what a shame. So that was that one. But never mind, I've got some funnier ones coming. I've got another Tony Bennett, which is a funny one. So that's coming. Bye.